Hello everyone, welcome to Still Only 35 Cents. As you can see here, there is the view of the convention center just down there for Heroes Con. And as if by magic, enter stage right. Here you go. Let's see there. Oh, look at that. Oh my God, seamless. I don't know if you can see me very clearly, but we'll give it a good red hot go. Anyway, the lighting is a little bit shot, but it's all good. Welcome to the show. For those of you that are with us, welcome. This is day 2 of Heroes Con, and this is the Still Only 35 Cent tour. I'm going to be taking you through some of the adventures today, what we got up to last night, what we are going to get up to tonight, if we can get this lighting sorted out. That might be better. Oh, well, you'll have to put up with bad picture, unfortunately. Not in the studio. So welcome everyone. Right. So day 2 was an interesting one. I decided to just literally blitz it with the signatures, right? So I've spent the whole day pretty much getting signatures, meeting a lot of creators, and it's just been so much fun. Last night we had a meetup for all the YouTubers. I'm going to be covering that in a separate video. And also on my Instagram. So if you haven't already, go over to Instagram and follow me on Still Only 35 Cents there as well. You'll be getting some updates as the day progresses. This went down well with a few people whilst I was there. The Still Only 35 Cent t-shirt coming soon. We have, of course, Mad Spidey in the room. Good morning, mate. Thank you for the appreciation of the corny entrance. I thought may as well show the view. And at least give you a bit of a sense of, how easy it is. You just walk across the road and there you are, straight at the con. So loving every minute. I bumped into Dave from Future Past Vintage Collectibles this morning. He's staying here as well. He and I had a little brief chat at breakfast time. And Brian LCS. We had a great night last night, didn't we, mate? So yes, where are we going for dinner? I have no idea. As soon as I finish this, then we'll go for dinner. And then I think we're all going, or at least the majority of us, as I know, are going to the original art auction that's happening tonight. So we'll be heading there. But yeah, Brian, shoot me a note, and we'll work out where we're going for dinner. I'm assuming we've got to go before 7 o'clock, before the actual auction starts. So that'll be great. Yeah, I'm up for it. You let me know where you want to go, and we'll grab something to eat, mate. All right. Day 2. What went on? Well, first of all, I'll share these with you. So, not sure if you can see this very clearly in this stupid light, but I got back 2 books that I submitted that were previously qualified green labels under the new JSA authentication program. This is No MN number 1 special edition. It's personalized for me by Eric Stevenson, the writer of No MN, and actually, I still think he's the publisher of Image Comics. I hope so. If he hasn't, oh God, this light is terrible today. But anyway, I'll put it that way. Maybe you'll be able to see slightly better. But yeah, this is No MN number 1 special edition. It's now got a wonderful new label, which unfortunately you can't see very well, but if you go on IG, you'll be able to see a reel that I've done of that. What is going on? Best camera ever, Insta360 version 3. It's great. I need a travel ring. Here we go. Very nice from Brian. I agree. This is really good. The new slabs, the new labels, really nice. I like it a lot. Again, what's funny, and here's a handy tip for all you people that are submitting. I'm finding that it's cheaper now to just get raw signatures from the creators and then get them authenticated, because they know that the witnesses are there. So you may as well now just get them signed raw, not pay the extra for the witnesses, and just get these done. So this one predates the whole thing. So now I'm very proud to have this without that green label on there and fully authenticated. So great to have that book. That's one of my ultimate PC books. I love this series. So again, if you haven't read No MN, I urge you to go out and seek it out and find it. and give it a good read, because it is a stunning read and one of the best books I've ever read. And then to top it off, second one back was this beauty, Uncanny X-Men 211, First Mutant Massacre, and got that great cover by John Romita Jr. with the 25th anniversary frame that came out in 1986. So fantastic to have that without. I used to have a green qualified line across because the John Romita Jr. signature was not recognized, and now this is a fully authenticated slab. So super happy. The grade was already a 9.8 and the 9.8 on the other one. So these are essentially submitted as reholders on their on-site grading yesterday afternoon. They got back to me this morning. So I picked them up first thing this morning when I made my submissions to CGC. So really good to have these back and now fully authenticated, fully amazing looking. Super happy with this. So that's straight into the PC, not selling this one. I do have another copy of this 9.8, which I probably will be selling. So if anyone's interested, reach out to me via Instagram or any other channel, via this channel as well. Happy to let somebody else have a little bit of X-Men goodness, particularly this book, because it's one of my particular favorites with the Star That Mutant Massacre storyline. All right. You need a travel ring light. I do, but the light was fine until 5 seconds ago, Spidey. So who knows? I'm using a new camera today. You would have noticed yesterday's camera was a completely different one. I didn't bring my normal amazing rig from home, which I had done previously for, I think when I was in, where was I? I was in Palm Springs, and I had that set up. I think next time I should be bringing the whole rig and just setting it all up, because it's just more consistent. So great. Let me just turn that one off. We've also got MJ Comics. Hello. Really good to see you. Hope you're well. Are you at the show? If so, pop it in the comments. And then, of course, Richard is here. So it wouldn't be a live stream without Richard being here, or an Instagram feed, or look, the light's fixed now. Isn't that amazing? So anyway, so these two things, this is what I've been up to for most of the day. These are my beautiful, beautiful signature books from all the creators and all the artists that I got today. So there's 11 books in total in here. I'm going to take you through one by one the books. Not going to crack these open, because, as I say, you do not open these bags until you take them to CGC and they verify them all. So right now they're all sealed. However, I did get photos with all of the creators, which I'm going to show you now, so you can see exactly who I met and exactly the books that we graded, because every single one is in there. And we have Creighton Bull Comics as well. Hello all. Hello. How are you? So let's get this started by showing you some of these creators. I'm completely random, but we won't know who I'm seeing or who I've captured here. So I'll just bring them up one by one, talk through the experience, and we'll see how we go. Not at the show, buddy. I'm based in the UK. Well, you're still going to probably have good weather, and you can at least go and get all those UK price variants, and you can get all those Marvel UK books, which I do miss being able to find with ease. So congrats and welcome. Right. First things first, let's show you one of these amazing photos. Right, this one. Actually, this is a really good one to start with. This is, now can you see this? Let's see. Yeah. So this is Richard and Wendy Pini. These are the creators, or Wendy, the creator of ElfQuest, and Richard, who obviously made everything happen in terms of publishing. Beautiful, wonderful people to catch up with. Had a great time. I got every single one of my ElfQuest 1 through 21 signed by both of them, and I'll bring that up in a minute. And then they also signed for me my Fantasy Quarterly #1, the first appearance of ElfQuest. That one was witnessed by CGC. The rest of them I'm keeping raw with their signature on the front. They signed every single one. It was just such a pleasure to meet them, and they were super surprised at the quality of the books, because they are super high grade. This collection that I managed to pick up, and just the fact, the rarity of these. Even they were saying they don't see them very often, and they don't get to sign them. So it was an absolute joy and pleasure to sort of catch up with both of those people there and have such a great time watching them sign the books. Unfortunately, I didn't film it, but I did get this great photo post signing. So it was such a wonderful experience meeting them. So yeah, if you ever get a chance and you're a lover of ElfQuest, you should go and take your books to these amazing people. And if you haven't already, check out ElfQuest. It's one of the great books of the late 1970s, early 80s, and I think all the books are actually online, so they don't, and they're all available for free. So if you haven't already, as I say, I urge you to go and check it out. So that's Wendy and Richard. So you can see here, they signed my number 1 through to 21. Give you a few examples of the books here. What is going on with this camera? There is Creed and Bull. Have you seen Matt's video essay about ElfQuest? It's great. I have. It is fantastic. And again, one of those things where you should go and check that video out, because it is quite literally their story on how they got that book started, the trials and tribulations they went through. It's an astounding essay on creators and independent creators in particular, and just their passion for this amazing book and series. So if you haven't already, please check out ElfQuest. But yeah, look at that, beautifully positioned signatures. They took so much care. They were like very much wanting me to open the books rather than they do it. But again, I've got like the full set, all signed by them. Beautiful executed signatures. I'm going to take them all out and show them one by one for you, because they're just so good. And the covers, you would have seen them in yesterday's live show if you didn't join. But and that's the wife. Unfortunately, I won't answer because I'm doing a live stream, and maybe she'll start watching. Let me just turn that off for 1 second. There you go. Richard and Wendy, ElfQuest number 3. We'll try and scoot these through as quickly as we possibly can. Number 4. Is it number 4? Number 5. What am I talking about? Let's take this out. So, number 7. Number 8. Number 6. I've got these in completely the wrong order here. And let's take a handful out, and then that way we won't have to keep delving in. But I can show you exactly what's been going on. Number 8. Fantastic. Number 9. Never ignore the wife. Danger, danger, Will Robinson. No, she knows I'm doing this. She knows I'm here. I'll explain all when I speak to her. But yes, Australian. There you go. First time showing. Hang on, let's just check this one. Hey, bud. No, it's first time showing. Are you British? Originally, I am British. Moved to Australia about 20 years ago. But now I'm technically an Australian, as Spidey will testify to. So yeah, there you go. Number 10, beautiful cover. Number 11, number 12. This one was an interesting one because Richard asked Wendy and said, am I allowed to draw on the face? She said, yes, in this instance you are, because this is our book, so we're allowed to write wherever we like. Number 13. Number 14. This one's special because they did a different. They used a silver marker for this one. So number 14. Number 15. Again, their placement, they were very careful in terms of where they signed the book. They were very sort of gracious in terms of where they were placing it. They wanted to make the best of these. So look at that, beautiful. And again, this one, it was a difficult one for them to sign, but they still found the right place. This is number 17. Oh, what's Spidey dropping in? Here we go. He was an adopted honor, and we're honored. Thank you, mate. That is much appreciated. You know me, and I love being part of being a full Aussie now, mate. It's a great thing to be. Look at this, number 18. Let's hide that one. Number 19. Where is the other signature? Oh, there it is. Both on the Wolves there. They were deliberate on that one as well. So I'll sign on the one Wolf, you sign on the other Wolf. So that's another good one. 21. Great. Look at that. Wendy Peeney, Richard Peeney at the bottom. Quest's End Part 2. Number 20. And then to close us out, ElfQuest 21. And again, beautiful placement there. So yeah, really happy with that. Great to meet them, as I say. Let's see what else we've got in the photos to share with you. So if I move to share this tab instead. And then next on the list, Mr. Jim Shooter, everyone. You would know him as Marvel Editor-in-Chief back in the 80s. I love catching up with Jim. He's always a pleasure to meet. One of the most gracious people when you share, and he's always keen to share a story with you as well. I shared a story about this time around how Chris Claremont seemed to think he had an exclusive right over mutants, because we were talking about Boom Boom. The copy I got here was Secret Wars number 5, which is the first appearance of Boom Boom, and he was saying, Chris thought he owned mutants essentially, and whenever a new mutant was created, the greatest honor that Chris could pay you was for that mutant to then become part of the X-Men or a mutant team. And Boom Boom was one of those that was brought into the fold. So he was very pleased with that. He also told me the story of Dazzler as well, which was great. I'm doing a bit of research on Dazzler because I'm planning a video in terms of the history of the whole Dazzler story and how she came to be. But what was also interesting about it was, again, same sort of thing. He's like going, Claremont wanted to feature her in X-Men. And so whilst that character was being created, the decision was made to introduce her into X-Men 130. So that was a great story, sitting down with Jim and going through that. Really good to see. And as you can see here, let's zoom in just a little bit so you can see that better. There's Secret Wars. I also got this signed. I got it signed initially by Jim, but then on top of that, I caught up with old perennial favorite of mine, good old Al Milgrom, and he signed the second signature on that Secret Wars 5 because he did the art on the Secret Wars 2 series. And then on top of that, he also signed my copy of Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man number 100, the second cover appearance that he ever drew of the Spot. So wanted to get that. Great to catch up with Al again. He recognized me from the last time yesterday and then again today. So it's just a lovely chap and great to chat with him. So that was fun. Next on the list is a man who probably needs no introduction, Jim Starlin, who signed my DC Comics Presents 26, which is notable because it is the first appearance of the New Teen Titans. So I had this book originally signed by George Perez and wanted to get Jim Starlin on it because Jim Starlin did the main story and also the art on that. So I wanted to get that one as well. I'm missing Marv Wolfman. That will make this book complete. So I will try and find an opportunity at some point to get that signature in place. I'm a huge Starlin fan, Richard. Yes, seriously, you're a man after my own heart. I adore Starlin. And he was fantastic today. He was such a Such a charming gent again, as always, and really, really friendly. And you can see here, right, it really captures his essence. He cares about the fans. He cares about these books. And when I presented it to him, he was like, "Is this Perez that signed this?" So has a real interest in this book because of Perez. So it's great. What's this? I got my Holy Grail book today. What did you get, Scotty? Put it in the chat. We'd love to hear about it. Did you get it at the con? Were you here? You should tell us what book you got. But yeah, this is it was just fantastic to get this book signed and spend a little bit of time with Jim just chatting about George as well. So that was fun. So that's going to be submitted tomorrow. Then we have this one for you. So this is Larry Hama, and he signed my G.I. Joe for me. So this was fantastic. I had 2 copies of this. So he signed both of them. Zoom in a little bit so you can see. But again, fantastic guy. Lovely to meet. G.I. Joe 21, the silent issue. So this was so much fun. Sledgehammer from eBay. I'm too poor to go to the con. No, we'll get you there one day. But Sledgehammer number 1 from eBay. Excellent work. Excellent work. So there you go. So that's Larry Hama and G.I. Joe silent issue signed. Beautiful placement. Let's see if I can zoom in for you so you can see. And again, I was super stoked with how that. So you can just see it here. I don't know if you can see just underneath the G on G.I. Joe on both the books. So I was really happy. I would get Larry to sign my G.I. Joe with a pogo ball on the cover because he hated that toy. I didn't know that. So it's funny that we were having a lot of debates about some of the things that some of the creators hate. And I was actually in a queue for someone else's signature series today. They were getting some Steranko books signed and they went up with their own pen. And they said to him, "Can we use our pen?" And he said, "No, that color's wrong. You need to use a different color. You need to use red. There's Captain America on there. It has to be blue. It can't be red." So, yeah, there's a little bit precious. So I wouldn't be messing around with that pogo ball if you wanted to do it. Yes, I did. Hi, Dino. We did. We had such a good time. The nice thing about it all now is that everything's done and submitted. So I can now, tomorrow, dig in. So I'm planning to just spend the whole day digging through boxes and finding books that I'm looking for in terms of run fillers, etc. So tomorrow is the fun day for me. So then we have Mike Grell, who signed my Star Slayer number 2. Let me zoom in again on that one for you before we close off with the book of the night, or the day, sorry. So Star Slayer number 2, he signed it beautifully there. Took great care in terms of the placement. So it was really nice meeting Mike, legend of the industry. So that was fun as well. And then to close us off, and probably end the stream because I've got to rush off to dinner with Brian. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately. Fortunately, I've got to rush off for dinner with Brian. But we'll be back tomorrow with more adventures from Heroes Con. But I wanted to share this with you. The last one I wanted to share is this book here. Love this one in particular. Let me share this tab. So this is Mike Henderson. Again, one of my favorite artists out there at the moment. Does Old Man Logan, did a fantastic art on that, and just also did a number of books. So you need to sort of hunt out Mike's work. But he did this absolutely stunning recreation and additional work on this Amazing Fantasy 15 facsimile copy, blank copy, recreating the Amazing Fantasy 15 cover in his own style, but then on the back cover having the Green Goblin attacking from the side. So that is going to be submitted to CGC now tomorrow morning. But I think I may have a better picture to show you all, which is this one here. So you'll get to see it in all its glory. I'll be putting this on to Instagram the next day or so. So if you want a better look at it, I'll be putting it on there. But for now, this is this absolutely amazing recreation of the Amazing Fantasy 15 cover. And again, with the Green Goblin attacking from the side. The thing that I really like about that is the Green Goblin pumpkin balls flying across and the look of fear on what is usually the criminal in the first Amazing Fantasy 15. Just lovely, beautifully rendered, where the look of terror on his face as the Green Goblin's approaching. I'm super happy with this. Couldn't ask for better. This is a great book. So really pleased with that, and super congrats to Mike. I've got like 4 different commissions from him over the years. He is, he's a fantastic artist, and his style to me just is beautiful. So again, if you can find it, seek him out. Looks great. That's incredible. Thank you very much. Glad you like it. And then from Spidey, a bit hard to see on my phone, but looks awesome from what I can see. Don't worry, mate. You'll be seeing it. It will be. I've just got a note from Dino. Will that be folded in half for the CGC case? Yes, it will, which is why I wanted to take this picture before it was sealed forever in there. I've got a similar one for X-Men #1. Part of my goal with these blank covers, I'm buying all of the key facsimile copies that come with blank covers. So X-Men 101, Spider-Man 300, buying them all, Hulk 181. And what I'm going to be doing is getting modern artists like Mike, like Jim Chung, who did my X-Men one, to recreate these in a modern style, so that they go alongside the original books. But I think this is the second now in the series that I've done, and just super happy with the way that they've all turned out. And when they finally come back in the CGC case, it's such a great one. This one, I think, in particular, will be really good in the CGC signature case because of that Amazing Fantasy yellow logo there. And the other thing I'm considering, and please chime in the comments or chime in the chat after the video is published, what you think if I should. There's 2 custom labels at the moment for these books for Spider-Man. And I'm thinking, should I have a custom label on this? I'm almost like leaning towards doing that because I think it would make for such an amazing display piece. So probably will go with the New York Skyline one, but love to hear your thoughts, see what you think. And then what artists should I do for all those other blank sketch variants? I've got, as I say, Amazing Spider-Man 129, Amazing Spider-Man 300. I've got ROM #1, Micronauts #1. I've got Hulk 181. So yeah, I'm just going through these blank sketch variants. Love to hear any ideas for creators that you think I should do these amazing double-page spreads, recreating the original covers in their own style. So that has been fun. So look, that's probably it for today. We're running just half an hour, so I'll be back again tomorrow. More fun from Heroes Con. I'll have a full coverage video out very, very soon. I've got a couple of days downtime, so I'll probably use that to get the video out there and give you a real sense, show floor walkthrough, etc., etc. Richard, custom label. Yeah, I know for sure. I have to do it, don't I? Because it's gonna work out really well. So. Yes, I hear you. Oh, and by the way, Richard, we were talking to friends today during the whole con. Team backside on the Joe Jusko cards seems to have won because everyone wants to retain the nice, beautiful art on the front because there's not enough signing space for Joe's signature. So consensus is now #back cover. I'm sorry, mate. I'd love to do it, but I'm like more and more leaning to back cover. So it'll have to happen, I'm afraid. So, boo, no. I'll let you know if I change my mind. Maybe I'll do 2. Maybe ones that I've got 2 of. I might do one on the front and one on the back. How's that? Does that work? If that works, thumbs up. All right. And if you haven't already, as always, please hit that subscribe button ring the notification bell for future content. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, really helps us all out. I'll be doing a bit of a special video tomorrow, hopefully making a call out to all of the other YouTubers that have been here and made this so much fun. Wanted to leave that to the very end because hopefully I'm going to be going to the C3 Comics Curing Cancer booth tomorrow, spending some time with the team. If you haven't already, please go out and check out the C3 website and donate if you can. Cancer is a terrible, terrible thing. I've lost a couple of family members to it in the past. So anything you can do for that would be great. The other thing that I will be sharing with you all as well is the CBCA award. The CBC Awards have just opened up for nomination. Now, I don't normally ask this, but if you feel like nominating this channel, I would love to get your nomination. I think I qualify for the 1 to 1,000 subs, obviously, because still bubbling under. But yeah, if you wouldn't mind checking out the CBC Awards page, and if you do feel so in mind, I'd love to get your nomination for the awards. Hopefully it's entertaining. Who knows? I mean, you know, dodgy cameras and all. But okay, I'm going to go to an art auction with the rest of the team. I'll let you know how it goes tomorrow. Hope you have a great night or day wherever you are in the world. It's been so much fun. Love to have you all here. It's great. There's been quite a few in the room today, so thank you very much. I will see you all soon. Until next time, take care of yourselves and see you soon.